Leo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. The past is making an impact. You ready? This is for Leo, sun, moon, and rising sign. Wherever it applies, wherever Leo, the sun is in your chart, or however it impacts, apply it to there. It's how it resonates with you. This is an energy reading, not a horoscope. So we look at where the energies impact you. The sun, your ruling dignitary, is in Scorpio. Not the most comfortable place for it. It's traditionally squared to your house, the fifth house. The ninth house and fifth house are traditionally squared. There is a focus on Leo, the sun, to life and doing things and living and the light. And Scorpio, it is what is hidden, what is beneath the surface, and death, which is not necessarily something that you tend to focus on, but ultimately in Scorpio, this undying sense of renewal is certainly going to be impacting you. Because really the most impactful thing that's happening to the sun is this persistent opposition to Uranus. Yes, folks, we are going to get deeper into the astrology as I go along. I have cards in front of me right now that tell me what's going on in the present. We have a card from the past that's already beckoning me, and then we're going to get into the predictions for the future. There's always an extended reading, and I hope that you'll enjoy that with me. The links to the extended reading are down below. I'll attach it to the top of the comment section, and I'll also always put it in the top of the description box so you guys can easily find it. So other things that are happening to the sun. There's still a Venus-Sun conjunction, but Venus has now surpassed the sun. It's now at higher degrees than the sun. So she's more in control of the situation than the sun is at this point. And Mercury has also joined Venus and the sun and the South Node in Scorpio. So this Mercury over the next week is going to be getting closer and closer and closer. So it's almost like your mind, cleverness, intellect is going to be serving your ego, whereas your love life is something that you're in service to now. There is a hearkening to listening to your heart and being able to fall in love, perhaps with somebody that you normally would not have fallen in love with. There's a strong Piscean influence that's coming through here. Pisces and Jupiter asking you to open your mind, broaden and expand so that you can change, including who you would be interested in, how you love and what you value, and the parts of yourself that you allow to be valued. In Scorpio, you are rediscovering those diamonds and gems aspect of who you are or who you were that you've forgotten about, because for a better part of the end of this week, the sun is conjunct to the South Node, and the South Node is where you came from, what you're good at, what you're comfortable with, and what is really sort of true to your character prior to everything that you have learned. So you're getting familiar and you're getting familiar with that South Node energy again, and you're comfortable. It's your comfort with the South Node that enables you to head toward the North Node. So anything that you needed to put away or finish or end, that is that cathartic process that you are experiencing right now, Leo. And a lot of this has to do with this insistence from the world of dreams, Pisces. Pisces has Neptune and Jupiter quincunx to the sun, insisting that the sun, challenging the sun to wake up, to recognize there's things that it never realized before, or things that it hasn't been acknowledging, different even aspects of its spiritual self that it has forgotten and it's rediscovering. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing this through a connection or a love affair, because Venus and the sun have been conjunct so tightly, and it's only now starting to loosen up. And so I would suspect that you are starting to open up and broaden and expand your life, especially through either romantic partnership or financial endeavor, and or both. Let's look at the cards and see what I got in front of me. Okay, first we have lay a solid foundation. So there's something that is extremely important to you that is happening. And it's the cards are saying, yeah, make sure that this one doesn't slip through your fingers. And there's no chance of it. There's a sense of commitment. There's a sense of wanting to grow, wanting to build something. This is Virgo energy. It's work. not necessarily hard work, but smart work of knowing exactly where to put things and having an idea now in your mind, the logistics of things, where stuff needs to be built in order for think of beavers in the dam, right? Where do I need to build stuff in order for the flow to be most effective and most efficient? And I think that is exactly what you're working on now, especially regarding your boundaries. To set healthy boundaries is so imperative for you this week. A healthy boundary is a boundary that supports your happiness, that helps maintain your stability, and like I said, continues the flow instead of blocking it up. But this also speaks of romance. Since it is the number 6, we look to 6 as a representation of Venus, or the number associated with Venus. So it's like you're building something for love, you're building something out of love, or you are building a love, or you will be flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. This is limbo, but it's also Libra energy. So it reaffirms that you are building something because of partnership, or a romantic situation, building a romantic situation that may be a little bit ambiguous right now. So it's going through a transitional phase. You and your partner might be building something together. If you would like to apply this to a business partnership or your career, do it. It's your reading, wherever in your life this energy resonates. So you don't have to be stuck in the metaphors or examples that I'm giving you. I just want you to know that. But embrace the in-between. Embrace that time when things are under construction, right? Embrace that, yeah, things get messy when it's under construction. And yeah, we're going to have to, what do you have to do? Have you ever built out or seen something built? Yeah. You have to make concessions. Sometimes there's a pipe and you can't move the pipe, or there's a beam and you can't move the beam. There's a sense of, yeah, you're going to run into things that you didn't predict, but we don't want to take shortcuts. So embrace the fact that moving slower right now is better. Especially since Mars was in an unfavorable aspect to the sun. There's just this sense of slow it down. You've done the hard work. It's not about working hard. It's about working smart. Embrace the in-between is have fun at this point in your life, because this is acknowledging that there is a transition, and have fun with it. Enjoy it, and use this transitional period as an opportunity to build things in the image the way you want to see them. Right? It's like when things are in flux, you have the ability to influence them. And so you do this week. Oh, shit. What came out in the past is mystery. You didn't see this coming. And there was definitely something hidden or masked. You had kept this aspects of yourself hidden, and you didn't let them be seen. Or plans. You had made plans and you had not let it be seen, or somebody had. Let's get deeper. We're going to get more specific. I want to get a few more of these cards first. Leo, for this week. Okay, let's go. Trust the magic. And that's 6-6. Now you have 6-6-6. Okay, going a little bit to the extreme. Not always the best. And be loyal to what you love. This is about a breakup, or a disconnect from the family, or feeling like basically doing something different than your family had done. It doesn't necessarily have to be a betrayal, but it's being the oddball. It's being the one that sort of does something outside of the realm that the family normally would have done. And that could be even a success level, but it's acknowledging that you started this, that you were kind of the one that broke tradition in some way. Life is a mystery. I still don't know what that means in the past, but I know that it came up because something about not knowing or not being sure. Maybe you had to work to fit in, or try very hard to fit in, and it was never supposed to be. that you fit in. You were always supposed to stand out. Be at home is here now. So we're definitely getting back to finding the place where you belong. Maybe you never belonged in the 4th house, the place where you were born into, but you are now establishing this place of fluctuation. You're making things more flexible in the home that you build than the home that you came from, because you always felt you had to wear a mask somehow in the home that you came from. Let's understand why. Why the mask in the past? Why the mask in the past? 9 of Swords we have here. Because you were worried, because of fear, because of scaredness, because of, something, or something was really hurting you. You thought you were going to be attacked or hurt, or you were going to be made to suffer somehow. And so maybe that was having to hide who you are to some capacity. To some capacity. Hold on. Or 9 of Swords, it could have been somebody else was sick. Somebody else was ill, being worried about somebody else's illness. And so basically not wanting anybody to know about maybe something that you were going through. And then we have the 7 of Cups here is talking about confusion. 9 of Swords. Yeah, this was really painful for you. There was some sense of, because I asked why life is a mystery. It was hard for you to choose or hard for you to select. Why? Because you were scared that it's like you never saw anything that you really, really liked or desired, because it was never really what you liked or desired. But it's like you felt too scared to tell anybody that. Too scared, too worried that you'd never find something that really satisfied you, because you always felt like the odd man out. I'm not saying that you didn't feel loved, but there was a sense of always feeling like I would never really fit in anywhere. This is telling me that you are definitely finding a place where you fit in. Now, there could have been something that you were really struggling with in the past in terms of mental illness or some sort of sickness. And ultimately be loyal to what you love. Maybe you found people leaving your side, or it wasn't as easy for people to stand by you. That could be too. Trust in the magic. What was this magic? I think it was to kind of clean out and trim the fat and get rid of those people who really weren't going to really function well in your life. And then here we have right now really finding a place where you could settle down, a place or a group of people that you could settle down with. But what is this life is a mystery? Where are we right now? Oh yeah, you're overcoming being alone. You're overcoming a sense of abandonment or betrayal. Yeah, that's what it says. I'm looking down at the floor. I know you can't see it, but that's what it is. An underlying energy in the future is this sense of working toward not being worried or not being scared, and getting over that fear and getting over that sadness or getting over that sickness that kept you isolated, or that fear of abandonment. And then we have 5 of Cups. So currently right now you're working through a lot of disappointment, which is probably why there's a level of ambiguity to your relationships or your ability to commit to a situation right now. It's because this is all karmic. It's because you're in Scorpio. It's because you're having to relive the pain, to break the pain down so that the pain can heal. And that's what this whole process is going to be about, is like the sun has sunk beneath the horizon. And in doing so, you're going really deep. You're going to have the sun later on this week is going to start being conjunct to Mercury, which means, and Mercury's in Scorpio, you're digging, you're figuring out different parts and aspects of yourself that you've always felt, remember that opposition to Uranus, were odd, or were unacceptable, or were not anything that anybody wanted to see, or anything that anybody wanted to hear, or anything that anybody wanted to be anywhere near. And I don't think that you're correct in that at all. I think that all parts of you deserve to be loved. We have Queen of Cups here. So yeah, you have 5 of Cups, somebody who's really disappointed, or something really disappointed you. And then you have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, somebody who is very loving and helping you to heal all of these wounds. Somebody who is very nurturing and has an endless supply of unconditional love and affection. this is a person, usually an older person, maybe over the age of 35, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is that this is somebody, could be even a mother figure. Now there tends to be some disappointment over a mother figure, but that's, I think, seated and rooted in where this pain was coming from. And this is a part of the catharsis. This could have also meant some sort of disappointment in a person, like a female figure in your life in the past. So it could have been an ex-wife, it could have been your mother figure, it could have been an ex-girlfriend, whoever it is. This is a sense of these are the things that you're working through right now. But what I love is you are working on them and they are apparent to you. And because of that, there is success and there is figuring it out and there is comprehension of why all this was. I think there was so much confusion in the past of, but why is this happening? Why is this person doing this to me? Why am I so sad? Why am I feeling this way? Yeah, there was just huge confusion. There could also have been a propensity toward drugs, alcohol, or some sort of just escapism that was really plaguing you, or that's why this person treated you the way that they did. At the very least, there was a lot of deceit. You know, there was a lot of, you know, don't say this, don't talk about this. Let's let's keep it under the rug kind of energy. We just had Queen of Swords and King of Cups here. Now this is your mind and your heart being secured, and you can rest assured that when Mercury conjuncts the sun soon, as well as it's like Mercury, Venus, and the sun are all, Mercury and Venus are combust the sun. So that means your heart and your mind are really in sync with you right now. And it's okay that they're in opposition to Uranus, because this is the truth. The truth about the situation is that's exactly what you've got to face. You've got to love the differences. You've got to love the oddities. You've got to work your way through really accepting all those things about who you are. And it's almost like, in the sense, yeah, you are making choices that you normally wouldn't choose. You're making unconventional choices, maybe odd or oddly attracted to someone that you normally wouldn't be attracted to, or doing something, some sort of work that you normally wouldn't be attracted to. But it's because it's more aligned with who you really are, not who you think you have to be, because that's the dirt that you're sweeping off. No more burying the true self, the authentic self. We have Queen of Swords here. This may be a counselor. This may be an actual person in your life. This would be a female air sign. And then we have King of Cups, male water sign. What they represent is somebody who was extremely strategic, somebody like feeling really good about the direction that you're choosing in your life, is what it's saying. And maybe even deciding to move in a different direction for your heart's sake, realizing that's what's going to make me happy, right? Maybe you couldn't, like 2 months ago, you couldn't have seen this or even dreamed of it, and now it's clear as day. Knight of Pentacles is here, which means maybe working for somebody else. You were stuck working or with a contract to work for somebody else. Yeah, you were contracted to work for somebody else, because the Devil is here and the Hanged Man is here. This is major arcana. You worked probably many, many years. And it's almost like part of it is getting out of that. Getting out of those obligations, getting out of those fears, being stuck and hung up in those fears and not taking risks and not taking chances. This is what you're breaking. This is what you're breaking out of. Let's get a moon card. I really, 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 really wanna. Leo. More Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. This is Cancerian energy. The answers you need are coming with regards to your family. And then we have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. So your family's finally going to be coming around and talking to you about this again, or you're finally going to be able to finally say or speak something, talk about something with your family. Especially since you're going to stick by your guns, and let me get the word. Hold on. Let me get the words in my head. I know what I want to say. Yeah, you're going to have to, the answers you need are coming from your family. It's once again, I'm going to use this word catharsis. Hold your vision is, you know, you're not going to give up your path. You're not going to give up the direction that you want to go. I guess what it's saying is don't change your mind, Leo. Don't change your mind because you think the answers may never come. Don't let the fear get to you, because the answers that you need are going to come. These resolutions, these reconciliations, they are going to come. You and your loved ones are safe. Maybe anything that you were worried about or scared about, you're going to be getting the answers up front. So don't let it change. Maybe that's why you're in limbo right now, because you're waiting for some answers. You're waiting to hear results of something, but there's a lot of fear, so you've been going extra slow and extra conservative. It's saying do not give up what you decided on. Do not give up your future. Do not give up the projected future. Do not give up the future that you really want. Don't give that up, because you will get the answers that you need, and those answers will enable you to figure out how to move forward. And it's absolutely possible for you to continue moving forward in the direction that you wanted to go. Let's go to the extended, because I want to see what's happening as we move forward. You guys, I love you so much. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you get updated on all of the content that comes out over here. Leo comes out every single Friday, and I'm going to head over to the extended so we can get the details: career, money, love, and hopefully some dates, times, and places. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the extended.